Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 8. Why can't I hear myself? I guess I can a little bit. Franchise Hockey Manager 8 with the expansion. No, they're not really expansion anymore. Omaha Harvesters. We are coming off of year number 1, and year number 1 saw a Stanley Cup championship coming to Omaha. So it is July 1st. It is time for the offseason. Before we get to the offseason, I want to set our annual finances. I think we can raise our ticket prices. Small chance of where's our loyalty right now? Yeah, our squad. We need to improve our stadium here. We can't add the points yet. I do want to increase marketing and player development. We'll leave ticket prices where it is. Next year, we might look to let's improve the arena quality as well. I think we might want to consider increase. Oh, we are loyal. Okay. Might want to consider upgrading our stadium next season, but that's for next season. So it is free agency. I haven't even looked to see. Actually, let's go to our unsigned first. Oh, we're already there. And see if we want to bring in, I think we do. Fevry's out for a month or two. Etienne Morin. We drafted him in the expansion draft. Yeah, I think we sign him. We're going to have about $17 or $18 million to play with in free agency, so we should be able to, we'll sign them both. We should be able to make a pretty substantial move in free agency. It's just a matter of what we want. If we look at our team, we need a goalie. We definitely need a goaltender. I don't think we... I mean, we could use a forward. I mean, I think it goes... I think goalie and defenseman are our two big needs here this offseason. And if we can get a forward cheap, we can get a forward cheap. So let's take a look at free agents and see what's available. Whoa, Nathan McKinnon. I'm not going to pay him as much as I would like to bring him in. Alexis Lafreniere, Lawson Krause, Clayton Keller, Joel Farabee, Niles Lundqvist, Roman Josi. Yeah, not a lot of huge talent in the draft. Jacob Malik looks like he might be pretty decent, though. Yeah, I mean, what does he want? Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Let's go ahead and offer, and then we will try to re-sign him right away. All right. What else we got? Finley Dunbar. Meh. I mean, he's pretty sturdy. Not a lot of defensemen in free agency this year that are... Oh, this guy's pretty good. 16 offense. We might make a run at him. Yeah, not a lot of really high-end talent here defensively. That's a bit of a disappointment. I do like, where was he? Charlie Stramel. He only wants 925K. Absolutely. All right, so we have offers out to Fevry, Malik, Stramel, and Marin. I mean, I don't know. Do we wait a couple weeks? Again, I mean, what... If I make a run at somebody, who is it? I mean, I don't like the 13 defense. Monahan's getting up there. Farabee isn't terrible. I want 6.8 for 6 years. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to make a huge splash in free agency. I mean, Lafreniere's not worth 7 over 6. He's just not. Roman Yossi's 3.5 stars, but those ratings have started to slip. Sean Monahan isn't bad, but he's getting up there in age. Cole Schwint, I like the defense from him. Very good defensive forward. What does he want? That's a reasonable deal. 2.5 for 3 years. We bring in a pretty solid defensive forward. I'm okay with that. All right. So I think that's a good first run here. And who knows? I mean, maybe, McKinnon doesn't get his $11 million or Farabee doesn't get his $7 million, and we might be able to re-sign them cheaper as we go down the road. Is there anything I need to do? No, I already did all of the July 1st stuff. So we'll send ahead to July 2nd. Able to get a recording in. It's Wednesday. Normally I record my Franchise Hockey Manager stuff on Thursday and get it posted Friday, but I had a doubleheader baseball game that was postponed due to weather today, so I have some time this afternoon to record a video and watch the Red Sox when I'm done recording the video, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, so Marin, Strammel, Malik, and so now all of a sudden he's up to 2 point. Sure, I'll give you 2.75, but I'm not going any higher than that. Not going any higher than that. Canada offered me their job. I don't want it. Ryan Verberg for Philippe Myers. Toronto and Dallas, Smirnoff for Pierre-Olivier Joseph. Joe Miller for Jack Martin. Xavier Simoneau and the rights to Joseph Engstrom for Jaden Grubb. And Ryan Strome, who's not the same Ryan Strome. He's 34 now. Another deal between the Ducks and Canucks and Dallas and Vegas. Cameron Allen, the former Buffalo Sabre, traded to the Maple Leafs for Aiden Dudas. All right, let's add another day. We got the draft coming up, and we have 2 first-round picks. They're both late first-round picks, so maybe we can use them to move up. I still think we need to do something defensively. I'm not thrilled with our defensive positioning. Okay, he's okay with that. Let's take a look and just make sure that no, college players have hopped into the list anywhere. So all 5 players like our deals. Has anybody signed yet? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. All right, let's go ahead another day. Let's get to the 4th of July. Strammel can do better. Wants now 9.25 for 2 years. That's fine. I will give you that. Fevry signed his deal. He'll probably start. Shoot. You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to add in a minor league again for Omaha. Damn it. So 1 more year, we will just have Atlanta as our minor league team. Oh, well. My fault. My fault. Next day. Got to set a reminder for myself. Got to add in a minor league AHL team for Omaha. I would imagine that development gets stunted when players are in the wrong league. So Marin signs. That's good. 2-star, 3.5-star. That works. We got Fevry. All right, we have the draft tomorrow. All right, so here is the draft. No one's signed yet. So if we go back, well, nobody that, yeah, we still have Malik, Schwint, and Strammel. So Strammel, okay. I would like to bring him in, but I don't know that we're going to get him. It looks like Washington may outbid us. And some of these players are still, I mean, it's granted we're only 5 days into this, but you can see that McKinnon's demands have already started to drop. So we may wait a couple weeks and see if one of these guys, if one of their demands drops a little bit here between now and, August 1st or something. Let's go to the lottery. So the Wild pick 18th, the Lightning 17th, the Kings, the Blues, the Sharks, the Senators, the Penguins, the Coyotes, Stars. So 10 through 18 have all stayed the same. Caps at 9, Devils at 8, Avs at 7. Nothing has changed. 18 through 6 have all been the same. Leafs at 5, Richmond at 4, Winnipeg at 3. Blue Jackets dropped from 2 to 1, or from 1 to 2, and the Philadelphia Flyers will get the top pick in the draft this season. All right, it is draft time. And maybe we use these draft picks to try to trade for a defenseman if the draft isn't loaded, if you will. Or not even loaded, but if I don't think there's going to be somebody good in the low 20s. I think we're probably picking like 22nd and, well, last because we won the cup. Game is thinking. And there we go. All right, yeah, so Strammel signed with Washington. That was disappointing. And they put him in Hershey. And they probably won't trade him to me, right? They'll say, we haven't had him that long. Yeah. All right, so we did sign Schwint. We got a lot of players on our team. All right, that's fine, though. It's draft time. So we are picking draft order. We are picking where? 26th and 34th. Yeah, that's not good. And there's some talent here. Stephen O'Leary is going to go in the top. Chris Ross, who's probably almost ready already. All right, let's go through the first couple of picks since we know we're not going to be able to pick, we're not going to be able to move up into the top 5 or something. So John Patton goes first. 1 star, 4.5 star, 17-year-old out of St. Lawrence. Okay. I probably would have gone O'Leary just because he's the most developed, but there goes O'Leary at number 2 to the Blue Jackets. Dunstall 3 to the Jets. Dean Richards goes 4 to Richmond. I mean, if Dustin Antell is there at 10, maybe we try to use those picks to move up. Otherwise, we might end up trading them. Aberdeen goes 5 to Toronto. Banville out of UNH. That's my alma mater, the New Hampshire Wildcats. Matthew Banville goes number 6 to Calgary. Chris Ross goes 7 to Colorado. Louis Wicks goes 8th to the Devils. Mavsayev, I got to turn the audio off on my other computer here. Mavsayev goes 9th to the Caps. And there it goes Antle at 10 to the Stars. So I would have tried to have moved up. Soren Adams. All right, let's look at the trade block. What do we got for defensemen? Actually, let's look at goalies, too. I saw Carter Hart up there. All right, so Hart and Wolf are both available. Carter Hart was terrible last year. What's he making? Oh, that contract. Oh, my God. I'm good. That is a huge, huge contract. I would rather not pick up a 33-year-old defenseman. That just doesn't seem to do it for me. Wolf is in the final year of his contract. He's making $9 million. Your scouts believe Wolf's potential is highly volatile. How's he done for Calgary this year? Or over his career? 3 pretty good seasons and 2 below average seasons. Although his game rating has been pretty good. I mean, let's see if... Yeah, I mean, I don't even think if we offer both. Yeah, okay. All right, so that's good to know. Let's look at upcoming free agents. Who's going to be a free agent next season? Maybe we can work something out here. So again, let's remove goaltenders and let's just look at defensemen. And I got to be realistic about this. These are 2 late first-round picks, so it's not as if I'm going to get a stud 22, 23-year-old defenseman. That's just not realistic. So finding somebody that, maybe 3.5 stars, maybe, that isn't like David Ferentz. Where did he go? Let's try David Ferentz. Let's see if those first-round picks get us anywhere with him. Yeah, okay. Because those are late first-round picks, they're just not interested. So, I mean, let's take a look at the 3-star defenseman, and maybe there's something there. When you get down into this range, you're finding players who are, maybe solid at something, but otherwise flawed. I wouldn't want to trade 2 first-round picks for, maybe Perunovic. He looks like a decent option. We'll see if that gets us anywhere. So for him, though, I would almost rather give up one of these excess forwards that we have. Like, I know we have like Dawson Mercer. It's hardly likely that they would accept that. Well, why? You don't think they'll accept that offer? You think that's well balanced? They don't. So they would want Mercer and a first for Perunovic, and I don't think I'm ready to do that. Do I think we make our picks? I think we make our picks or we try to move up. Maybe one of these young defensemen, Miles Hunt or Victor Kazika. Let's go until one of them are taken and then try to move up for the other one. Okay, so there goes Miles Hunt. So we are at pick 13. Who has pick 13? Ottawa. All right, let's go to trade offer. Let's go to Ottawa. Let's see if we can move up to 13. If we give you a first and a fifth for your first. I doubt they're going to do it, but it gives me an opportunity to see where we stand. Far too weak. All right. So a first and a third. Far too weak. First and a second. Far too weak. All right. Now hopefully they don't take Kazika here. They don't. They took Soren Adams. So now we are at San Jose. I'm going to try the same thing with San Jose. And if that doesn't work, we'll probably just go a couple picks because I'm not going to sit here and try to make the same trades with every single team. All right, so San Jose, Here, let's try the Islanders' first pick. Let's see if that makes a difference. First and a fourth for the Sharks' first-round pick. Far too weak. First and a second. I have a feeling we're going to just be... Yeah, far too weak. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead a couple of picks. Tony Bender. And there goes Kazika to the Blues. That sucks. Okay. I mean, there are still some developed forwards in here. Sergei Osipov. Trevor Hanna. Oh, right there. Renaud Raymond. 1.5 star, 2.5 star. Ooh, that's awful. He's going to be hurt all the damn time. Yeah, there's a lot of already developed style players. So let's just pick until human and see what's available. All right, so Hickway to the Lightning, Collett to the Wild, Zolniak to the Maple Leafs, Catterall to the Wild, Collada to the Preds, Pognakic to the Golden Knights, Renaud Raymond to the Blackhawks, Bavystock to the Ducks, and Mitch True to the Oilers. So that means Hannah's still available, Desmal Dzankovic, Nikita Vasilevsky, and Zach Salvis. 14, 13, 14, 12. I think Trevor Hanna might be that pick, although he is injury prone on his inside or on his stomach or whatever that is. And Dzankovic is fragile in his head and legs. I really wanted to go defenseman, but I think Trevor Hanna is going to be that pick. Already pretty solid offensively, has some good defensive ratings. I mean, he's pretty solid for an 18-year-old, 6'3", 229 pounds. Not quite what we thought what we were going to be getting when we took over Omaha last season, but it will work. So Trevor Hanna will be the first-round pick of the Omaha Harvesters here with the 26th pick. Get to our next pick. And Dzankovic is still there. Alexander Yakimovich. Yeah, we haven't really scouted him all that much. Mark Bridges isn't terrible. Offensive-minded defenseman. None of his weaknesses are a serious liability. He isn't in it for the money. He'll be successful but won't be well-liked. Well, that's disappointing. 6'3", 210-pound 18-year-old, though. 5'11", 206. This guy, I'm taking him right now, and his nickname is going to be the Tank. Desmal Tankovic is what we're going to call him. I mean, come on. 5'11", 206-pound Swede. Played in the K last year, put up 3 points. Ranked 11th European skater. Futures watch for this year's draft. Develop into a good player. Two-way forward. What do his ratings look like? And those aren't bad ratings for an 18-year-old, especially the offensive and physical. I think we take Dzankovic. And we come in here and the Tank. I don't think I've ever changed nicknames, but Tankovic just seems like that makes sense for him. All right, let's get to our next pick. Where are we? Pick until human. And now we're going to start to get into the dregs here a little bit. So we are at the end of the second round. So Curtis Edwards is an overager. 13, 12, 13, 11. Theodore Abrahamson. That's what I like. I like that 14 defense out of the 18-year-old. We're not confident in our scouting of him, but Two-way defenseman. He's a leader. Already really, really good defensively. I think that's a no-brainer. And he's a captain. Theodore Abrahamson. Last name of another Swede. So we take another Swede here in the second round. I like that pick, even though he's only 2 stars. Next pick, we're into the third round now. We still have quite a few 1.5-star players. These guys are all either overagers or they're fully developed. I like taking goalies in every draft. You can never have too much goalie depth. I mean, to be fair, he was really, really bad in the queue as an 18-year-old. That 6.02 goals against average is not good, but he's the number 3 ranked goalie. All right. Yeah, I think we take Mario Kilik, the American and Czech, in the third round. Pick until human. Okay. I almost skipped ahead. All right, it's our pick, and Edwards is still there. Do we take the overage? I mean, he's only 19, so it's not like he's super overaged. He's just not particularly good. Is there still room to grow with him? Yeah, a little bit. 1.5-star, 2-star, sure. We need to start filling in those minor leagues with some of our own players. What round are we in? The 5th? Yeah, we are in the 5th round now. Risky suggestions. Yeah, I think Yakimovich is probably a good pick here. We haven't scouted him a lot. He's an offensive-minded defenseman. He is 20, though. But maybe our scouts are just wrong, and maybe he's a lot better than that. So we will make that pick there. 6th round pick. Safe suggestions. I'm not taking a 1-star player. They think we should take Jason Miller, a 1-star forward. Nope. Jesse Sackett. No, he's fully developed. I have to take players that still have some potential room for growth. And I'm looking for a fractured skull. That sucks. Someone like Nikolay Adrianov. He's got a couple of skills that are... He's 20 as well, though. Preston McLennan. We'll take Adrianov. 12 offense, 12 physicality. Next pick. I think this is the 7th. Yep. Risky suggestions. Krivy. Sure, we will take Krivy with our 7th pick. All right, so that is the end of the draft. I don't think there's anybody that we are going to... Ooh, wow, we got a lot of players coming up unsigned this season. So just looking at this list, who are we interested in bringing back? Afanasayev for sure. Almquist probably. Cousins. Not a lot of players on this list I'm really crazy about bringing back. We will, however, see if we can re-sign him immediately. All right, so we have him locked down now for 3 years at $925. Yeah, I'm not crazy about bringing any of these players back, really, with the exception of Cousins and Afanasayev. So we will see what happens, but that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go here. Make sure there's nobody here that we need to bring in right now. There's not... Oh, Alec Leonard. I don't know, that 15 defense, that could be big for us. So let's do that. Let's offer him a contract. Even if we keep him in the minor leagues for the season, I'm good with that. Zankovic. Yeah, I'm not ready to call him in, so he'll go wherever. Probably re-sign in the K or whatever. All right, so let's sim ahead. I'm going to sim ahead to August 1st offline. That'll get us the Hall of Fame inductions, and then we will see what free agents are left, and maybe we can pick somebody up on the cheap. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, we are back. It is August 1st. And you can see the free agent list there. We'll take a look at that in just a second. I already peeked, as you can see. I already peeked, so I know what is available, but let's take a look at our monthly budgets. We're just going to kind of leave everything where it is. We'll spend these points in the offseason. Let's go through the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies, and then we will take a look at free agency again. So, Ryan Getzlaf makes the Hall of Fame, spends most of his career, I think all of his career actually, with Anaheim. Patty Marleau. Patrice Bergeron, the greatest two-way forward in the history of the NHL. Should name that award after him. Remove Mr. Selke and add Mr. Bergeron. And Jonathan Quick, American-born goaltender. So, fantastic Hall of Fame class here. And if we go to free agents, there are some options. There are some options for sure. I don't think we need another. What does our depth chart look like goaltender-wise? So Malik, Blomqvist, we got Darcy Kemper, Kyle Downey. It might be in our best. I don't know. I think we're okay goaltender-wise. I don't think we need to spend any of our free agent depth on that. However, Nathan MacKinnon's demands have dropped significantly. Let's look at Monahan real quick. What does he want now? He wants 3.4 for 2. That's not an unreasonable contract. But Nathan MacKinnon's contract demands have dropped significantly. We could probably get him for 3 years at $7 million. And to me, that seems like a no-brainer. So let's go 3 years. We'll start at $6,750. Bump that up one. Wants a no movement clause. I think I'm okay with that. Not great defensively, but he should light up the scoreboard for us on that top line. Let's do it. Nathan MacKinnon, 3 years, $6.8 million. Let's go ahead and sim ahead and see if we are able to sign him. And if we are, that'll be the end of our offseason. We'll sim up to the beginning of training camp. And I think that'll be it. I don't think we're actually going to set our lines or anything. Actually, you know what? Maybe we will. I haven't been going that long. So maybe we sim ahead to the beginning of the season. He likes the offer. Youth player movement. Great. I don't need any of that. Development. Barre Boulet and Slavin get worse as expected. I'm okay signing MacKinnon to that deal because we do get Dubois comes off the books next season. So we just replace one contract with another. So just go all in with the offense, I guess. I mean, no reason not to. Nathan MacKinnon signs the contract with the Omaha Harvesters. The 32-year-old Nathan MacKinnon coming off of a 90-point season after back-to-back 108, 109-point seasons. He is now an Omaha Harvester, and he's going to get number 29. Dawson Mercer doesn't seem particularly concerned. That's great, so we can have number 40. And I am now going to sim up to the start of the preseason. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. So let's get up to preseason, and I'll be back in a minute. That's not where I wanted to go, but that's okay. We'll be back in just a minute, guys. All right, guys. We are back at waivers. So we will take a look here at who's available on the waiver wire and see if there's anybody we want to snag. I mean, there's a lot of names here. 354 names on the waiver wire. Anybody better than what we have? We got William Yee. We've got Ty Haliburda, who's a 3-star, 3.5-star, but doesn't really look that part. A couple of goalies that are meh. Is there a defenseman here that would be an upgrade for us? Excuse me. Olivier Savard. Nolan Allen doesn't look terrible. Could be some nice depth. Sam Rinzel. Maybe. Played mostly for Milwaukee last year. I mean, he's got some good ratings. If we took him, who would go to the minors? I mean, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defense. Yeah, we already have 8 defensemen. I don't know that we... I don't know. Maybe we take him and send Marin down? Maybe that's what we do. I think we're going to do that. So we'll find that defenseman here. Where is he? Not Allen, not Zemlak, not Savard, not Sharp. Rinzel. Sam Rinzel. We will try to claim him. And let's get to opening night slash... I guess, yeah, we'll just get to opening night. We'll set our rosters. I'm not going to sim ahead to our first game, which I think is going to be like another week down the road. All right, players need to be assigned numbers. Sam Rinzel needs 5. He can have it. Marin is unhappy. I'm sorry about that. You're going to go to the minors anyway. I think... Yeah, let's set our lineup here. So Marin, we'll go down to Atlanta. I got to put him on waivers. Oh, crap. Okay, so Tuin will go to the minors, I guess. I guess that makes sense. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defensemen. So 2 more defensemen have to go down. So I don't know that we can even make this happen. Yeah, so 48 Gendron isn't as good as we had anticipated or hoped. I'm still pretty good, but not as good as we had hoped. He will start in Atlanta as well, and then... I mean, Marin is really the one I want to send down. I think, yeah. I mean, if he gets claimed, he gets claimed. I mean, it is what it is. And we need forwards. We have players that are on the injury list. Lindgren is back. Place him on the active roster. Fevry is game unavailable. Slavin will be back in a week or two. All right, so we don't have any... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 20 players are already dressed. Do I have too many forwards dressed? Yeah, I have too many forwards dressed. Okay. That's the problem. I knew there was something going on there. So Geeky. Mercer's going to get undressed, as it were. Rinzel will get dressed. So we have now 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have to undress, as it were, 2 more forwards. So Almquist, Johnson, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 13 forwards that are currently dressed. So Connor Geeky, I suppose. Ponomaryov. And Anderson will be back when he's back. So I think we have to just sim ahead here and wait for him to be back. Who's this? Angsved. 14, 14, 14, 14. I mean, he looks pretty good. But again, I don't need a forward. I don't need a defenseman. Maybe if there was a forward that was on waivers that had that type of skill, I might do it. We'll sim ahead here. Get to October 1st. So yeah, a little disappointed that we weren't able to do more. Yeah, okay, so the Capitals took Marin. It's not ideal, but it happens. Yeah, I'm a little bit, not frustrated, but a little bit annoyed that we weren't able to do more in the draft with those picks. But we will persevere, as they say. All right, so Anderson's still there, so we just have to keep simming forward here until he is back. Yeah, I know. I don't know why he's still... Oh, Coughlin. Who's this? There we go. Luke Coughlin. Absolutely, we will claim him. 100%. And if we have to send another defenseman on waivers, then we will. But that does mean that those two defensemen that we claimed have to be on our roster all year. So we have to sort of keep that in mind as we go forward. Okay, are we ready? Players need to be assigned numbers. Coughlin needs to be assigned a number. He can't have 10. He can have 70. That's an awesome number. Get to the 5th. Couple of days here, and hopefully by that point, Rasmussen will be ready. Too many players in the active roster. Rasmus Anderson is ready now. Okay. So we have too many defensemen on the roster, which is fine. Muhammad Doolin, can he go down? He's got to get waived. If we put him on waivers, somebody will take him. I'm going to dress Coughlin as well. I mean, Ryan Johnson was pretty damn good last year, but I think it's going to be him. And if somebody claims him, somebody claims him. Because we still have some depth now at forward. All right, so I think this is what we're going to go with from a 20-man perspective. So let's look at our lines now. Let's clear the lines completely. So we're going to go Zegras on the left. Or do we go Zegras, Afanasayev, and... Ooh, I think... So McKinnon's our top line center. With Afanasayev and... Cousins? Zegras is our second line center, and we will put out... Lindgren on the right. And who on the left? McNamara, maybe? McNamara on the left? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, McNamara on the left on that second line. Not crazy about that, but that'll work. Schwint will be our third line right wing. Geek. Oh, I forgot about Dubois. Okay. So we do this. I think we do this. Zegras, Dubois, and Lindgren. That's a whole lot better. Then Schwint can be our third line right forward. Right wing, rather. Geeky can be on the left, in the center. And Poroshkov on the... No, McNamara on the left. So then... Who are we missing here? We are missing Podkolzin. Goes on the right. And Nazar. So Nazar is going to have to go. Can Poroshkov play center? He can't. So one of these guys is going to have to sit. So who sits? Nazar sits for Ponomaryov. And we do that. So we put Ponomaryov as our fourth line center. Shootouts, McKinnon, Lindgren, Afanasayev, Dubois, and Cousins. Starting goaltenders, Malik is out of shape, so it's going to be Blomqvist and then Malik. Defense, we're going to go Robertson, who shows up out of shape, which is not great, but what are you going to do? I think we put I don't know, do we want to put the kid out there? I don't think so. I don't think we do. I don't think we want him on the top pairing. I think we put him out there with someone like Anderson as that second line D pairing. So who's going to be on the top pairing with Robertson then? Forsmark? Yeah, I think it's going to be Simon Forsmark. Change that rating, though, to a shutdown defenseman. And that makes our third pairing Muhammad Doolin and Renzel, which I'm okay with. And then McKinnon and Zegras will be our two extra attackers. On the power play, we're going to go McKinnon, Cousins, Afanasayev. That second line will be Dubois with Zegras and Lindgren. And we'll do the same thing here. And I think we're going to go 4 forwards. I like going 4 forwards on the power play. So we will set all of this up. Then on the 4-on-3, we go McKinnon and Afanasayev, Zegras, and Lindgren. All right, so defensively, I think we have Forsmark. No, not Forsmark. Who's the best offensive defenseman that we have? Is it I think it's Coughlin. Coughlin will be out there on the right point. And McNamara on the left point because he's got a shot. We'll set him as a sniper. No, that's in from in close. And we'll do that. And then the second line will be Robertson. And who do we want out there? Oh, Colson, I guess. Yeah, we don't have an ideal makeup on those bottom pairings, those bottom lines. So not ideal, but we will figure it out. And then 4-on-3, we go Cousins and Dubois like that. PK, we're going to go Schwint and Zegras. We are going to go Geeky and who? Who is our next best offensive or defensive forward? We have a lot of 12s and 13s, yeah. Zegras and Geeky are already out there. Lindgren. Lindgren is pretty good defensively. That's nice to see. I didn't think he was that good defensively. PK, Lindgren. And then that third pairing is Dubois and I guess McKinnon. So we go Zegras and Schwint. Zegras and Schwint. And defensively, Anderson and Forsmark. On the second pairing, nope, not Anderson. Robertson, rather. And then that second pairing is Anderson and Rinzel, because I think he's better defensively. And then the third pairing will be Mukhamadullin and Coughlin, but we will switch those two, and we will reduce the amount of time they're going to be out there. Something like that. Forsmark, Robertson, Rinzel, Anderson. Anderson. What am I doing? Anderson goes there. Robertson goes there. Forsmark and Rinzel. 4-on-4, 3-on-3. So in a 4-on-4, we're going to go McKinnon and Afanasayev. And then we're going to go Zegras and Lindgren with Robertson and Forsmark. And then Coughlin and Rasmus Anderson. And then 3-on-3, we go 2 forwards. McKinnon, Afanasayev, Lindgren, Zegras, Robertson, and Forsmark. And then goalie starts is fine. We will start the backup goalie a bunch. We will save that as Harvesters 2028. And that is going to do it for this episode. So I will sim through October offline, and when we come back, we'll see where we stand. It'll be November 1st, and we will get through a month or so. So that is the 2028 offseason for your defending champion, Omaha Harvesters. Guys, let me know your thoughts on the offseason. We bring in Nathan McKinnon on a 3-year deal, getting him for about half of what he was asking for initially. I think that's a pretty good deal for us. Hopefully he ages well. That's going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.